Hello friends, I am Akanksha and you are watching Chemistry Nuggets, where you can polish your knowledge and clear your doubts. This is part 2 of the chapter number 2 is matter around us pure, in which you will learn the properties of the solution, types of solutions, solvent and solute. So let's get started. But before starting, let me remind you to subscribe the channel and press the like button. Solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture in which the particles are evenly distributed throughout the mixture. So as I told you earlier in the part 1 also, solution is a mixture but it's a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous means same type, the distribution of particles is even, or we can say throughout the solution the particles are evenly distributed. So, this type of mixture is called solution. So next thing is solution is made up of two parts, or we can say in other words solution have two components. One is solute, the other is solvent. Now what is solute? Solute is the portion which is to be dissolved. We can write it here, which is to be mixed. Okay, solvent is the component in which the solute is mixed. We can say in which the solute is mixed. So solute is one point is the second point, solute is usually in the smaller quantity. Usually in the smaller quantity. And the solvent is usually in larger quantity. So for example, if we take a sugar water solution, that we can write sugar plus water, we can get sugar water solution. So here sugar is our solute and the water is solvent, because sugar is to be mixed in the water. As I tell you, which is to be mixed. Sugar is to be mixed and water in which the solute is mixed. So water is the solvent and sugar is always lesser in quantity in comparison to water. So sugar is a solute and water is always taken in the larger quantity as compared to sugar. So water is used as a solvent here. So I hope this should be clear to you. Now let's learn more about the properties of the solution. The properties are, number one is it is a homogeneous mixture. As I told you earlier, a solution is a homogeneous mixture. Second point is the particles of the solutions are so tiny that they cannot be seen by the naked eye. So when we are taking a glass of water and mix some sugar in that, can you find sugar particles in between water particles? The answer is no, because the particles are so tiny, sugar particles and water particles, they are both are so tiny that we can't see by them by the naked eyes. Third point is they do not scatter the beam of light passing through it. So the path of the light is not visible. So the main point is the path of the light is not visible. I will draw a diagram over here for explaining this. If we have a sugar water solution and we have a torch over here and we are passing light, what will happen? We cannot see a distinct light, that is giving the path of the light. Why? No visible light, because the particles are so tiny that they are not been able to scatter the light, and if they are not been able to scatter the light passing through it, the path of the light will not be visible. Okay. Next point is solute particles cannot settle down. As we know, because it's a homogeneous mixture, the solute particles, that is, if we are taking the example sugar water solution, the solute particles are sugar particles. They will not settle down below the water, as we all know. So we can say the solution is a stable solution, or we can say stable mixture. Next point is particles cannot be separated by filtration. The reason is same. The particles are so tiny that we are not been able to separate them by the simple process of filtration, because the filtration paper has pores, those are very tiny, but the particles are even more tiny, so they will pass through the pores, and it is not we are not able to separate the sugar from the water by filtration. Next, what I am going to explain you is types of solution. Solutions, as we can heard that solution, so it came in the mind simply some liquid thing. But do you know solutions are not always liquid? We have solid solutions also, we have liquid solutions also, and we have gaseous solution also. So for solid solution, we have example of alloy. Liquid solution, we have example of lemonade, and gaseous solution, we have example air. So if somebody asks, give example of solid solution, you can tell the alloys are the solid solution. Okay, fine. So I have a some more points to tell you in this portion. These are let's make a small. This is solutions, different solution. Here it is. I will tell you the solute, solvent, and the which type of solution is being formed, that I will tell you for some example that sometimes asked in the exams. So first is sugar water solution. Sugar water solution. So sugar water solution, solute is sugar, which is solid, solvent is water, which is liquid. So what type of solution we will get? We will get the liquid solution. Second, I tell you brass. Brass is a metal which is made up of zinc and copper. So here zinc is solute because it is 30% and copper which is 70%. And the type of solution we get is the solid. One more example I am going to give you is soda water. We have very less space to write. Soda water is having carbon dioxide gas as a solute and water as a solvent. So the mixture, what we get the solution is liquid solution. This is also an example of liquid solution. One more I have is air. Air has oxygen, that is 21%, and nitrogen, that is almost 78%. So oxygen is solute and nitrogen is solvent, and some 1 or 2% is some other gases that will also come under the solute portion. So the mixture is having gas as a solute and gas as a solvent. So the mixture, the solution we get is called a gaseous solution. Guys, that's all for today. Hope this piece of knowledge is very informative for you. So guys, happy learning. Thank you.